everybody, welcome back to some Ground of Aces. I'm trying to get that B-17 to land on the field, but we got to get the right runway built. Thank you, Judge, so much for the tier 3 sub. Holy shamoly. Welcome, and hope you're having a happy Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Crazed Harpooner, I saw you were playing some Jump Space over there. Nice. I just posted a Jump Space short on my YouTube channel. I was having fun with the shotgun. Skipwreck! How are you, my friend? Hey, did you check out that video? I watched that entire 5-hour-long YouTube video. Guys, if you're into World War II and you want to see something that's absolutely amazing, there is a program. Let me just find the link here real quick. Let me find the link here real quick and I'll post it. I sent it to Skipwreck, so he's got to be here. Got to be close to the top. There he is. All right, this is the video. This is on YouTube, and it is a 5.5 hours, I think, long YouTube video about the World War II U-boats and what the British did. Oh, Wild Dog Gamer's in the house too. Welcome in, Wild Dog. See what's he playing. Oh, look at that. He's playing Starship Troopers. Got a little short there on the Twin 50. How the hell did you shoot and get a whole bunch of fire? Somebody must have thrown a grenade. A fire grenade or something. Love that Twin 50, man. I love that Twin 50. That is such an awesome gun to play. So, and how do you like that Jurassic World? I've thought about picking it up. I mean, is it pretty fun? I mean, can you like crossbreed dinosaurs and make special ones? Firebugs. Yeah, you were firing the bugs. Yeah, that Jurassic World, or Park, or whatever, Jurassic World Evolution looks pretty cool.
Do you know who you're talking to?
And there's Judge.
Buford Keith Justice, a distinguished officer of over 30 years seniority. One of the most highly respected law enforcement agents in the United States of America.
Wasn't that what they're supposed to do? Isn't that they're supposed to do is get out of the fence? Break out of the fence? Okay. Coming out in the future. Okay. Yeah, because I think that would be kind of cool to crossbreed dinosaurs to make new dinosaurs, you know? I mean, that's basically what they did in the movies, right? They kept making those monster dinos. For what? I don't know. I mean, I could understand it if they would, you know, throw a little twist into the movie where they're saying they were doing this for military to, you know, send over to Afghanistan or something like that to win a war. But they don't, I mean, it's just scientists screwing around. Is that all it is? I mean, you know, they kind of hinted in Jurassic World where they were trying to make a different type of dinosaur so people could come and see it and it would be like a tourist attraction. Okay. But you made a really smart, thinking, intelligent dinosaur with big claws and big teeth. What did you think was going to happen? I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they just don't think. They don't think when they do stuff. They're like, oh, we should just do this because it sounds good. Oh, my God. Oh. How is everybody today, my friends? Thank you so much for jumping in the stream, by the way. This is amazing to get this many people in so fast. I really appreciate that. So yesterday I didn't stream during the day because I had a doctor's appointment. So it wasn't anything nefarious or anything like that. I had a doctor's appointment and I went and got my prosthetic worked on because it was bothering me when I would walk. And that's the whole idea of this prosthetic is that I have to use it to walk. And yeah, my ankle was killing me. I mean, I'd walk from the entrance to Costco to the pharmacy and back, and that's all I did. And by the time I got back to the entrance, I could barely walk because the pain was so intense. Mac was holding me hostage. Yeah. Yeah. So, podcast came out last night. What'd you guys think of the podcast? It was just me, Mac, and Lorelei. I didn't think we were going to make an hour. But I guess Mac and I can talk about anything. It's a good one because it's just the three of us. Mrs. Mac wasn't feeling good, so she was taking a nap. Mac tried to wake her up, but... Well, yeah, it depends on what we're talking about. I mean, if we have to talk about World of Warcraft, I don't think Mac and I could do that for an hour. Not every week. We can talk about all sorts of shit. You know, that's easy enough. But to stay on topic, you know, that's the point, Judge. We couldn't do a podcast and stay on topic if that was the thing. But for those of you that know us, you know, yes, yeah, and Mac has no filter, so we can be talking about one thing, and Mac will all of a sudden go off on a tangent, and I'm like, where did that come from? Okay, we'll go with that. He's funny. I love him. I really do. I really love that man. So I'm really glad I met him, and you know, it was totally by chance. Because I was doing my podcast, I was looking at other podcasts, and he had the Goblin Goldcast. And I thought, what a cool name, the Goblin Goldcast. You know, it wasn't podcast, it was Goldcast. And that's what the whole thing was about, was making money, making gold in World of Warcraft. And so I listened to a couple episodes, and it was just the two of them, right? Dex and Mac. So I sent him an invite, saying, hey, we'd love to get you on the show. Or if nothing else, come over and jump on our raid team and come raid with us. Because they always talked about, you know, they didn't raid anything. They just played, right? Just normal. But they never got into raid groups except for looking for raid. And so I invited them to our raid, you know, thinking, hey. But then they were both like, but we don't play Alliance. We only play Horde. I'm like, well, we don't raid a Horde, we raid Alliance. So you may have to make a character and get him up in level. Well, Mac did, but Dex, he got to like level 10. And he says, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's not Horde-y enough. So he didn't make it. But Mac, he cheated and he did a Demon Hunter, which starts off at 50. You know, 53 or whatever it is. Yeah, so. But, yeah, good chance encounter. So that just goes to prove to everybody. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Because I met a really great person. Now, Mac has invited me up to Alaska to go halibut fishing because he knows I'd really love to go halibut fishing. He says, anytime I come up there, I've got a place to stay. And Mrs. Mac's the same way. And my wife and Mrs. Mac hit it off. You know, of course, who doesn't hit it off with Mrs. Mac, right? So, you know, if we ever went up there, yeah, absolutely. I'd be going to see Mac and everything he has to offer in Alaska. But, of course, I told him the same thing if he ever came down to Montana. So, I think he's more able to travel than I am. But, anyway, so I had a doctor's appointment yesterday getting my boot worked on, my orthotic. It's an external orthotic. It's not like I have a leg amputated. It straps to the outside of my leg to give me support so I can walk. Otherwise, I limp everywhere, and it's painful to walk without the orthotic. But because the distance I was walking, they told me, and said, oh yeah, once you get this, you should be able to walk normal. You can go hunting and stuff. Well, fuck, I couldn't even walk to Costco's pharmacy and back. And that's not that far, Now I could understand walking around Costco for 4 hours, shopping, as everybody does when they go to Costco. But no, I couldn't even walk to the pharmacy and back before, getting back to the checkout, and my ankle was killing me. So we went in and they made a little donut that goes around where my ankle bone's at. Because my ankle bone is actually shifted. So, if this is your ankle and this is your leg bone coming down, it's normally like right in the socket, right? Mine's shifted over. So my leg bone sticks out from the side of my ankle. It's because I had a bone infection and the calcium in my bone softened up. So my leg bone pushed it aside. And that's how I knew I had an issue, because I felt my, how when you pop your elbow, you pop your fingers, or your back. My ankle popped. I have never had in my life my ankle pop. And then as soon as it did, it's, just swollen up. And so we went to the ER, and they, all sorts of, it could be this, could be that, could be blocked arteries, blah, 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 blah. They did all these tests and scans because I got great insurance. I'm sure that's why. And came down to, yeah, you had a bone infection and your ankle bone's now off to the side and we can't get it back. So I have to wear this orthotic that holds it, at least pushes it somewhere back to normal, so when I walk, it's not painful. But now it rubs on the orthotic, so they're adjusting it, right? It's just little things that they can do to it to get it adjusted. So I'm sure it's just like anybody else who has a prosthetic, when you get it first fit, there's, you get sores and wear marks until you get calluses built up or something. I don't know. But that's where I was at yesterday. And then, of course, I had to walk to the doctor's office and back, and he wanted me to walk around the office while he, tested all this. So by the time I got back, I was exhausted from all the walking and testing. So I just waited until my evening stream of Jump Space. So if you didn't know, I got an evening stream. We're trying to do it every night, 7:00 Eastern Standard Time is when we're starting, but it's only 2 hours long. Bob can only do it for a couple hours before he needs to go to bed because he works. And 9:00 Eastern, that gives him a little time. We used to do it later, and we used to start at 8:00 Eastern, but then we'd get done at 10 or 11 at night, and then he would be exhausted the next morning. So we're doing it earlier so he can then get some of the stuff. He likes to exercise before he goes to bed, so he goes to the gym, which is like just down the end of the block for him. But he likes to do that before he goes to bed. I don't know why. I always thought, they always told me the best time to exercise is first thing in the morning, right as you get up, but not before you go to bed, because if you exercise before you go to bed, you got everything, pumped up and good to go, and then now you're trying to relax and go to sleep. One doesn't jive with the other. So, but that's just me. I'm sure he's got his own way of doing things. But yeah, so that's why there wasn't a stream yesterday. So we got stream today, tomorrow. Tomorrow we might be doing something fun. Unfair. I was talking with him. He was playing Jump Space with us last night. And after we got done playing, him and I stayed on Discord and we were talking about a Wednesday multiplayer game to play. And he likes shooting zombies and that kind of stuff. But there's a couple of them he mentioned that I'm looking at. I may pick one up. And then I mentioned a couple. I mentioned Wolfpack, and he got excited about that one. So we may have another Wolfpack player. Because he thought it was really cool that you had to go to a website and learn how to play and get certified on the website. And it's not necessarily before you have to play, but before you can play intelligently, right? So it's actually a very cool concept for a game. And then, of course, then he went off on a tangent, and he's like, wow, how cool would that be to, then have all of that be that way? You have to learn how to do that with the submarine. And then what their goal is to have destroyers hunt the submarines for a player versus player version of the game. Because right now it's all PvE, just against the AI. And, it's fun against the AI, but the AI is pretty predictable. Once you figure out the AI pattern, then it's like, okay, I know what it's going to do, But each station on the ship, you have to learn. Like if you want to be the radio operator is also the one that operates the sonar and the hydrophone, also operates the Enigma machine and the telegraph, right? So you send and receive messages. Now you have to decode and encode the messages with the Enigma machine. So it's really cool. So you screw up one letter and your whole message is garble. It's like, what are they trying to say? And the way it works is there's 5 submarines that can each have 7 players on it. There's electricians, there's mechanics, there's a dive officer, there's a navigator, there's a radio operator, there's the captain and the XO, or the combat officer is what I call him. He's the one that sets all the stuff on the TDC, on the torpedo computer. And of course the captain's making all the decisions and everything. But it's a really, really immersive, very cool game. We're always looking for new players. Some people will start off with an easy job and then, learn the next job and then get that certificate. So when you go to their website and you learn like how to be the navigator, you get a certificate at the end if you pass the exam at the end. Then you get the certificate. If you don't pass it, you got to keep doing it until you pass it. And of course, as the captain, you should have a certificate for everything, all the positions. So very, very cool game. And then a year ago, I suggested to him, I was like, man, it would be really cool if there was like a destroyer that, you could play as and then try to drop, depth charges on people in the submarines, right? And sure enough, now a year later, they're working on it. They got the models already done of the bridge for the destroyer. It's actually a Corvette, but same difference for, lack of non-Navy knowledge. But it'll be able to drop depth charges and have sonar that picks up the submarine. And you gotta kind of figure out the direction the submarine's traveling. And of course, then the depth of the submarine. It'll be really cool. If it's anything like their submarine, if they put any more passion into it than what they did with their submarine, it's going to be an awesome game. It's going to be a very awesome game. Now, the website is called subsim, subsim.com. You can go look and see. You could actually, test your knowledge right off the bat and see if you could actually pass the test on how to do this stuff. But yeah, it's an amazing game. And I think I had 5 people, 6. I think I had 6 people because we had a full crew on one U-boat, and then one guy wanted to command his own U-boat. And unfortunately, he was a Marine, so he didn't do a very good job. But you could have a wolf pack of subs going after a convoy of ships with destroyer escorts. So I think it's going to be an amazing game once they get it fully released and out there and all the things they want to do with it. I try to support them as much as possible. I haven't played it in a while because it's, getting the people together is hard to do. But yeah, it's actually a very unique and fun game. Some of the shorts I have out there, you'll see, like I shot at one ship and I hit a different one. I don't know how I did that. I was shooting at one specific ship and the torpedo went to the right and went over and hit a ship on the side of us. I don't know how. I think the TDC, the combat officer put in the wrong things, or maybe I told him the wrong things. I don't know. But we hit another ship. We did hit it, but it wasn't the one we were aiming at. So, pretty funny stuff. So, but today we're going to be playing Ground of Aces, and we're going to try to get our B-17. I don't know if we'll get it in this particular episode. There's a lot of work to do yet. So, let's go ahead and just start the game up and get rolling and see how much we can do. Right now, I think I'm lacking a lot of fuel for the tarmac to try to get it done. But if I have to, I'll build another station to help get more fuel, which I think I need more water to make more fuel. It's always like that, right? So, but so far our particular Royal Air Force station is doing rather well. Let's go ahead and pause it. I just want to make sure where we're at here. So I need to turn this runway. I've got the runway to level 5 on the length and the width. I just have to get the right type. And the right type is basically, I think level 5, yeah, that's level 4 is tarmac. Level 5 would be steel tarmac. So I need 600 of fuel, concrete, and metal. And I've got 535 metal. I've got the concrete, and I got half the fuel. So I need more water. Okay, do I have raw water? I don't have any raw water, so I need more raw water. And all these are being harvested right now. Maybe 20 of 30. Okay, all those are being harvested. Let's go over here and make sure these are... Okay, so I did set it up that way. So they're being harvested. It's just a matter of waiting. And then, of course, the fuel is being produced here. I got a repeat of 50. And that needs food and water to make fuel. So... And then these guys are making water. So that way I have drinking water. Both of these have drinking water on them. So at least I'll have purified water of 40 always on hand. Now, I think last time, yeah, I have another gun out now. I have one here covering that area, one here covering that area. And then I got one here because they came in from this direction. Never seen them coming from that direction before, but they did. And I got that covered. So I got the majority of the runway covered, or the base covered. The base is really well covered as far as anti-aircraft and lights. And of course, each anti-aircraft light combination requires 5 crew members. So I need at least a minimum of 20, and I've got 25 crew members. Then I still have pilots. Now, I did get a message in my YouTube channel that I was sending pilots out that were exhausted. So I guess I got to keep an eye on that one. I don't want to send those guys out because that affects morale. So let's go ahead and see what happens tonight here. I've got 8 of 12 victory points. I got to have 12 in order to bring in the B-17. And I got to have the level 5 runway. So this is my goal right here, is to bring in the B-17. Now, the guy that was commenting, if you guys want to read those comments, he's got them on a couple of older, I think it's on like day 3 of this particular series. But he's given some history of like the Short Sterling and Hadley Page. He's a real big history buff, so because this is one, the Short Sterling. And I did send in a bug report on this because the Short Sterling's got this engine issue, and other people have put it in also. All right, so here's our day starting. So the game company knows Blind Flug Blind Fluke Studio, they do know that that's an issue. But I mean, you know, the plane itself is healthy. So rainy day recon mission. All right. I guess we'll just send up. You know what? Let's send up a Mustang, and that's it. We're just going to send up the Mustang because that's a 99% chance to complete it. So we'll send the Mustang up. Guys are coming out here working on the planes, getting them refueled and healed back up. Repair parts I've got plenty of, so that helps. Okay, there's water, fuel, 411, there we go, another successful mission. I hate bringing another boiler plant. I got plenty of food. It's just a matter of making enough fuel. And I want to have, and I got to have enough metal. And these guys are working on metal right here, so. I do have guys standing around, though. So the one thing I haven't found yet, guys, just so you know, is the herbs. Now, he asked me if herbs helped with morale, and I know they don't, because all herbs do is when you put them on the dryer, they make medicine and they make luxury goods. Okay? And the luxury goods are used for, you know, like your gaming rooms and stuff like that. You know, it's made for the morale. And my morale is pretty high right now. I'm still in the 80s for morale. So, but when I played the demo before this came out, let's go ahead and harvest up some of this other stuff here. Do we have sand? We don't have a lot of sand. Let's get some sand harvested. I distinctly remember there being harvestable herb plants. But people are telling me that no, there's plants that these are what, tomatoes? Wild tomatoes. There are plant that when they harvest the plants, that's when you find herbs, and I just don't remember that. I don't remember that being a thing. I remember there being herb plants, but now I could be wrong. Because there's got to be a way to, I mean, it's medicine, right? You got to have, see, none of these are harvestable. Yeah, there's just nothing here that's harvestable. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it even looks like. What about that plant? Nope. So, and I did this search before and I could not find herbs anywhere. Now, maybe they're only a certain time of the year. That could be. I mean, it wouldn't, you know, I mean, that would be a game mechanic. Only during the spring is there herbs out. Some more wheat there, some wild wheat. Heavy bomber interception. Oh yeah. All right, let's send up a Hawker Hurricane. Let's set up a couple of Spitfires. Actually, let's get rid of the Hurricane. Send up all Spitfires. Yeah, because that's the highest number. 26 of 35. The Mustang. Yeah, that's not quite there yet. Here's another one. There we go, 98. We'll send up all the Spitfires. So this is the Battle of Britain right here. Battle of Britain. Right here. just don't know what herbs look like. I'm trying, guys. I think I'm just gonna have to. You can't make medicine without the herbs. And I have absolutely no herbs at all. I've got two herbs, and I don't even know where I got those. But it's not enough to make any medicine, and it's not enough to make luxury goods. So what I've been doing is purchasing my luxury goods. Yeah, there's just nothing there. All these plants and stuff. What kind of plant is that? It's a berry bush. What is that? Is that a berry bush? Yep. So there's lots of berry bushes, but I need the food. Here's some more food stuff right in here. Because you got to have food to make fuel. Food and water to make fuel. So we'll just start collecting all that. Let's speed them up a little bit. Get them a speed level 2. Oh, they're about ready for bed. Let's go ahead and speed level 3 them. I mean, we're getting a good supply. I mean, we're almost filled this supply depot. There we go. Successful mission. That's 10 out of 12. And all the planes are coming back. Oh, and then I sent them out and I forgot to look to see if the pilots were exhausted. So, okay, next mission. We'll pay attention to that. Okay, tanker bombing run. So, all of these are in good mood. All right. So, and this is a bombing run. And it looks like good mood. Very confident. Send out that bomber. And this bomber. That's 88% chance. And then the rest of these planes just don't have shit for bombing. See if it changes anything. 88 to 99. All right. Send up one Spitfire, I guess, for protection. He's very confident and he's in a good mood. All right. Get that mission done. That'll give us 11. Apparently had a good night's sleep. All right, let's look at our numbers again. We got 600. We got more than 600. And then we need fuel. We got 400. So we still need more fuel. He's making fuel. Just got to keep it up. I could make another one, make it go a little faster, but I think we're good for right now. Actually, I may even... I hate jumping it until I get closer to 600 because I don't want them to start on this and then be waiting on something. Oh, I do have another boiler right there. So I have 2 boilers going. So I do have 2 boilers. All right, let's slow down. Let's take one of these guys off making this. There we go. Maybe he'll come over here and start making more. Oh, I'm out of water. I'm out of water. Okay. So the water's an issue now. Okay, there's another water. Let's get that one going. I mean, I do have 4 simple medicines. Is that a water? Yeah, that's a water. And they're gathering water. I think that's all the water. I think that was... Didn't have any more. I think there was a water over here, but I think I already drained it. Yeah, I got it all marked. There's some more wheat. But I don't think this is ready yet. Oh, 3 of 3, yeah. Oh, that's why I didn't do that. Okay, that's done. Because now they're going to harvest the wood. Well, that's all right. We'll take the fence down. We'll take the fence down. Shuli! How are you, my friend? How's life been treating you? Oh, see, I got all this. All right, so let's cancel all these. Don't need to harvest any of that. I don't mind harvesting this wood. That's fine. Yeah, that one's empty. What do we got? What is this over here that's red? Tree. Okay. Oh, behind enemy lines drop. That one and that one. And guess we'll do a Hawk Hurricane. No, that's doesn't change anything. Spitfire doesn't change anything. Mustang won't change anything. Still a 60% chance. So none of the fighters have anything to do with this. So, God, I hate. I could potentially lose these bombers because the damage that can be done. So let's hold off. I still got 5 hours before I have to do this mission. Yeah, I don't think they're I'm gonna pass on this one. I'll pass on that mission. Low mission time, low integrity. Yeah. Yep. I'm going to pass on that one. They need to work on the plane because the damage was low on the bombers, and I didn't want to lose one of them. So we'll let them work. That sounds amazing. Absolutely amazing. A ham and cheese panini with chili jam and caramelized onions. Yeah, I like what's it called? Onion jam. I like onion jam on my burger. I actually make my own onion jam. All right. Okay, these are refilling. And I guess the water is what's holding me back. I've got purified water, but I don't have any raw water. I got 67 raw water. Clear sky recon. We can do that. Let's just send up a Spitfire. Here we go. He's happy. He's in a great mood. Oh, there's a chance that up to 120 can be lost. Well, that's all right. If I lose one Spitfire, not the end of the world. But I'm at regular RAF right now. I got all Spitfires, a couple of Hurricanes, a couple of bombers. We're trying to bring in the B-17, which is, I guess, the best bomber there is with No, see, that's got 70 bombing. Stealthiness, transport of 55. So when you look at the B-17 versus the short Sterling, right? No, not the short Sterling. Which one was that? Is that this one, the Hague? No, that's the Avro Lancaster. That's got bombing 80. That one's bombing of 40. So I thought there was a bombing of 90. I thought there was a bomber that had 90. That one's 60. The Sterling's a 50. This one's a 80. The Avro Lancaster. And this one's a 70. So realistically, I should be bringing in the Lancaster because it's a better bomber. This is a fighter. This is a jet fighter. I may just bring in one of those just for funsies. But yeah, that's the best. I thought there was a 90 bomber. Because that's a specialty plane. This one's the Havilland Flamingo. I don't remember what we used this for. It doesn't bomb. It doesn't fight. Shit maneuverability. Recon. Oh, it's a big transport. That's what it is. It's a transport plane with 60 on transport. And then this one is also a specialty plane. And this one's recon. So this is where if you want to do a recon mission, you'd send up one of these guys. They have the best spotting power. So we might bring in these specialty planes just to do some of those specialty missions. Oh, and then this one. What's this one? This one's 60 spotting. That one's even better than that one. Right? That was 50? Yeah. So this one would be a better spotter, but I got to have I'm skipping the level 4 and going right to the level 5 as soon as I get enough fuel, and I'm almost there. I've got the metal now. I've got the cement. I just need this, provided that that's what it means. If I need 600 of each to make the steel tarmac, or do I need 600 of the tarmac and then another 600 to do the steel? I don't know. But that's what we're going to do. So there's our guy going out on a recon. I may have to build a few more water pumping stations. Water seems to be an issue. Yep, here we go. Scramble. Okay. All the fighters. Scramble all the fighters. All the fighters are scrambling. All right, guys, let's see what the RAF can do. Get those spits in the air.
Red alert. Red alert. Red.
Look at all those spotlights going. 5 spotlights. Where are they coming in from? First, we got to get the progress report of the scramble of all the fighters. Oh, I missed one fighter. Oh, that's the one that just came back from the mission. All right, here we go. Did we shoot down all the planes? No, we shot down 5, but we lost 1. We lost 1 plane. I really wish they would tell me what kind of plane. So I've got 8 more planes to kill. These are all fighters, and these are all bombers. All right, where are they coming in from? Let's close this down. See what direction they're coming from this time. Bet you they're coming from this direction. Oh, I hear guns going off. So they're coming in from over here. Yep. And these 3 guns are just taking them out. 2 more bombers. There they are. No! Oh, that was just it crashing. Good. Nice. All right, we got the base well protected. Well protected base. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, everybody to sleep now. Everybody go to sleep. Okay, everybody down. Not yet. Not yet. Planes are still coming back. I did lose 1 plane. I think I lost a Spitfire. I'm going to find out as soon as they're all back. All right, I got 1 spot there, 1 spot there. And then I think I had a Spitfire out here. Did I ever get that done? Yeah, that one's done too. So I got 3 spots. That's the spot for my big plane. So I do have to bring in a new plane. And, oh, that's not what I wanted. So there's my Spitfire, Hurricane, Spitfire, Spitfire, Hurricane, Spitfire, Hurricane, and a Spitfire. All right, so I lost the Mustang. So we're going to bring in another Spitfire because the Mustangs are okay. They're not as good as the Spitfires. When we look at the stats, as a fighter, they have 18 to 35, maneuverability up to 50, right? Then you look at the Mustang, maneuverability is not as good. Not quite as good a fighter, really close. The Spitfire is still the one to bring in, though. So let's bring in a Spitfire. And then I think we should bring in... Oh, I can't bring that in. I don't have a airstrip for it yet. Until I get it all done. All right, so where are we at? 574 fuel. Cement's there and metal is there. So we just need a little bit more fuel. How many days? 2 days until our shipment comes in, and I don't need that. So let's take a look what we can bring in. I think I've got everything brought in for that. So realistically, how are we doing on bombs and stuff? High caliber, low caliber, and bombs. So we're looking really good on all those. Repair parts are good. Machinery's fine. Electronics, luxury goods, meals. You're keeping up with the meals at least. I shouldn't have to bring in another cook. May have to build another storage. Of course, as soon as I get the tarmac done here. Oh, they were working on something. Did I lose my roof? No. Okay, well, I had that plane crash. I wasn't sure. All right. Food. Got 300 food. All right, I'm almost there. 568 fuel. Got 7 of 12 now, so I don't have enough victory points to bring in the B-17. I may be able to get it done this time. So I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and... Let's go ahead and change this out. That way we got our final runway, guys. This will be our final runway. And I could bring in another Spitfire, but that'd be another 5 points. I think I have enough Spitfires. I really do. And I don't think I need to bring in... Well, I can't yet. Still got one spot. Look at all those Spitfires. That's a beautiful picture right there. That is a beautiful picture right there. Spitfires and Hawker Hurricanes. There's 2 Hawker Hurricanes. The rest are Spitfires. Or no, is there 3? 1. Two. So those are my 2 Hawkers. They really look really close to the Spitfires, don't they? They're just that little stubby nose, is that pointed nose, rather than the rounded long nose. And the wings are, these are more tipped wings, pointy. Oh, there's another Hurricane right there. I got 3 Hurricanes. 3 Hurricanes and the rest are all Spits. So that's not bad, not bad. And fuel, okay. Do these make fuel? Is that what's going on? Is there storage? I guess. We better make a couple more storage tanks, I think. Well, I should wait. We're going to be really close. It's going to take a couple, 3 days for the runway to get done. Heavy fighter interception. We're going to send up all Spits. We're going to send up all Spitfires. You know, I haven't really found one. There's a couple of them I'm looking at as far as what's on Steam for the sale. Let me just go to my my wish list here. Yeah, I didn't put a lot on my wish list. A couple older games like Falcon 4, it's like $12, but I don't know if I want to get into my flight simulator again. I'd have to break out my joystick and all that and have it sit on my desk, which wouldn't be a big deal, but I'm really waiting for B-17 Fortress, Flying Fortress, the Bloody 100th. I'm really waiting for that one to come out. I guess Menace, there's a demo for Menace. That's kind of a cool little tactical shooter. Carrier deck, that one looks kind of good. There's a few out there, like I said, there's a few out there that they're coming out, but they're not out. Combat Pilot Carrier Qualification, that one looks good, but there again, we don't know when it's going to be released. So I keep seeing all these games that are coming out, but none for sale right now. The only ones that are on the sale right now that I've thought about looking at is X4 Foundations, but that's only because I have X3. And I really like that game. But there again, that's a No Man's Sky. It's a more complex version of No Man's Sky. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm looking at just kind of saving my money to see what's going to happen there. Unfair suggested 6 days in Fallujah. because that's against the AI. That's a modern day ground combat against the AI. Of course, and I turned around and suggested Wolfpack. That's a great multiplayer against the AI. And I suggested Farm Simulator 25 because he's never played Farm Simulator 25. And he was looking for a game that's nice and relaxing. And I was like, oh, well, Farm Simulator 25. I played 22 and I loved it. Had a great series with it. And I may start a new series with 25. I just want to find the right map. And that's key to the game, is the right map. So let's get these guys rolling. See how much of this runway they can get done. All right, there's another point. Now we have 8. Come on, guys, get our runway done. This is a steel tarmac runway, level 5. So this should allow us to bring in our B-17. So I'm hoping by the time they get the runway done, we have enough victory points to bring in the B-17. Even though it's not the better bomber, I have to have it. I have to. I have to have a B-17. It just, it's as American as apple pie is B-17. Holy shit, it's going to take them forever to get this runway done. I'm glad I got 2 other runways. Of course, these runways are only level 2s, but I could make this one a level 3 runway, but I don't think I need it. This one, it doesn't require level 3 runway, does it? It's a tier 3 ship. Oh, maybe it does. Well, I'm not going to make 2 runways at the same time. We're just going to get this one done. But this is going to be the B-17 parking right here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think I might even put their own pilots bunk. Should we do that? Should we give them a bunk right here, just the pilots? How many is in the B-17? I think we looked at that once. 3, 6, 7, 8. So let's go ahead and make them their own crew quarters, because they're Americans, right? Oh, I gotta. Oh shit. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring in fuel. Lots of fuel. Just so we have it. That way we know we got the fuel taken care of. Yeah. I think we're just a whole fuel truck. This will be a fuel truck delivery. All right. And because they're Americans, I think we'll make it out of concrete or bricks. I only got 100 bricks. Let's make it out of concrete, because it's out here, out here on their own anyway. So, let's stop. First off, let's do the beds, sleeping arrangements. So we got to have eight beds. One, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do 10. Birthday mission. That should be a bomber. We'll just send up to Bristol. And then I think we're going to change this out a little bit. Because they're Americans, they got to be a little bit different than everybody else. Let's give them these shelves instead. Oh, but I got to have 2 spots for them. Oh, okay. So I should move them over then. All right, so let's do that. Let's try this again. Let's cancel this. Let's cancel all this. There we go. All right, beds, sleeping beds. All right, so 2. All right. Cement floor. Gonna go from here to there. We'll do cement walls. There we go. Doors. Door there. And a door there. Gotta have windows. Put the windows above the bunks. And we'll do a concrete roof once they get that built. So that'll be the American bunk. The American B-17 place where they sleep. Might even give them their own place to eat. We'll decorate it up here in a bit after they... Because they're still got a long ways to go. They're at the runway about a third done. There we go. There's 9 now victory points. Okay, purified water. We're still looking good. Food. Meals, 19. Food, 102. Artillery spotting mission. Wild potato. I thought that was an herb for a minute. And I was like, there's an herb. Nope, wild potato. A wild potato. Herbs are pissing me off. I may send a message to Wild Flung and find out what the hell's the deal with the herbs. What the hell is the deal with the herbs? There's beans. Wild beans. Still looking good on fuel, right? Fuel 500. 500. Cement, 600. Okay. Still making cement, I guess. It's on repeat. Yep. That just requires water. So they're making it as they can. Look at those, what would you call them? Metal and tarmac. What are the guys that do the pave the roadways? What are those called? Oh, mission failed. Artillery spotting mission. It was a 99% chance. Harold, you're one of my best fighters, man. Or my best pilots. What the hell? Counterattacks haven't spotted us. Managed to retreat successfully. All right, so I didn't lose him. But what the hell, man? It was 99% chance. Disappointed in you, Harold. Disappointed in you. See, this is where it would be cool. I could have, I mean, you know, as a viewer, I could have you in a plane. You could be one of these pilots, right? Wouldn't that be cool? I keep telling Blind Flung, they got to do that. Replenishing fuel tanks. Okay. Well, let's make some more fuel tanks. I don't think I have enough. Outdoor. Replenishing fuel tanks. Metal and cement. Okay, and we'll go ahead and guess we'll just put I'll just leave the doors there. I don't think anybody uses them anyway. They use these all the time. All right, how we doing? Are we about halfway now? Yeah, it looks like we're about halfway. Runway's about halfway done. And this is day 3 coming up. So 3 days to make the runway. Factory bombing run. Let's wait till morning. At least let them get their sleep in before I send them up on a factory bombing run. Let them eat. Okay, leisure time. I'm going to send one fighter with them. Where's my new guy fighter? Is that Roderick Reed? See my new fighter? Or my new guy? Very confident, very confident. What's his name? Roderick Reed. I can't look at the guys here. Well, that's right. I'll send Roderick up anyway. I don't know which is my new pilot. Let's look here, see if we can find him. Brian Williams, is that it? Brian Williams? No, he's an ace. Louis? No, Louis an ace. Donald Collins? Donald Collins. He's my new guy. And he's in plane... This one? Donald Collins? No, this one. Oh, which plane was he in? This one? Yeah, this one. That is WXQ. Okay. So let's send WXQ up on that mission. right here. Donald Collins. Give him some experience. All right, well, runway's being built. Well, they use the runway. Training facility bombing run. Well, my bombers just got back. Do I have enough bombs to send them up? Oh, yeah. Okay, let him get some work done on it. All right. Now we'll send them up. Oh, there we go. Starting in on the American barracks. Did the concrete walls have gun slits in them? Okay. Oh, those are the windows. Nah. Ah, that's funny. That's what the windows look like? Holy shit. There we go. That gives us 11 of 12. We go. We got a nice looking barracks coming up. Medium fighter interception. All right, we'll send up all the fighters. Spitfire, boom. Spitfire. And where's our Collins guy? He needs... Oh, he's not back yet. Right? No, he's not back yet. So this is a medium fighter interdiction. I got 2 Spitfires. Give me a 99% chance. Oh, let's send George up there too. Just to make sure. All right. And then we need to put curtains up in our windows. That's funny shit right there. All right. Wall decorations, curtains open or curtains closed. This gives +1 mood. Or plus Doesn't make any difference. Okay, and then they need some bear skin rugs, some Persian rugs down here. Probably 2 Persian rugs. Right when they first come in. There we go, a couple of Persian rugs. Oh, gotta have sirens. There we go. Now we got sirens all around. But throw it in their face because they are Americans. I'm going to put up a large flagpole for the British Empire. Probably don't want them to be on the runway. We'll put it right there. Because that's the way the Brits are. Brits are like, yeah, you get your own place because you're Americans, but there's an herb plant right there. That's an herb plant. I told you guys. There are herbs here. That's what it looks like. Right there. One herb plant in the entire map. And it looks like that. And I don't see any others here. No, that's a berry. All right, we found one herb plant. Light bomber interception. We spotted enemy bomber in the airspace approaching the village. Intercept it immediately. No problem. Send up a Spitfire and a Hurricane. We finally found an herb plant. All right, medium fighter. Shit, we're going to be wasted if I don't buy another plane. Do I have room? I know I do. So let's buy, not that. I'm going to buy another Spitfire. Because I can't lose, I don't want to lose any victory points. 12 is the most you can have, but I can do another Spitfire. I'm good with that. As long as, yep, still got one more spot there and one more spot there. As long as this spot down here is for the bomber. And we're not done with the runway yet anyway, so. They're moving rather slow now. I've got plenty of fuel, plenty of metal. Cement's getting a little low. All right, so what's cement? What do I need to make cement? I think that's sand and water. I probably don't have any sand. I got 10 sand. Okay, so we need to go around and find the sand again. I think that was down here. More sand down here, yeah. Collect all the sand. Go, let's collect the water again. Where's that other water? That was over here, right there. All right, I'm so happy we found that herb. Now we're just going to keep finding that herb and collecting it every single time. It's right over here somewhere. Herb plant. Right there. Why isn't it highlighted to collect? Maybe I already did. One herb plant. There it is, tucked away. Pilot competition. Well, let's send Louis. We got Louis, we got Roderick Reed. Let's send Louis. Little pilot competition there. Got all these built, they're refueling, these are full. And let's see, we needed concrete. We didn't have enough concrete. These are, oh, let's do this. Let's slow down on the production of fuel. Let's not have it repeat. Let's just put it like that. And same with this one. Just have 50. Got plenty of fuel now. Metal. Keep going with the metal. And that's going to take sand and water. We're going to get sand because we didn't have any, and raw water. Yep, we're collecting. I think I should do another row of outdoor water pumps. Okay, we got one plane out. Nope. Competition. Nope. All right, so all of our plane slots are now full. And we got the B-17 spot. Okay, what's holding us back here? That's metal. Cement. So it's cement now that's holding us back. Thought we had enough cement. I guess we made too many other things. The barracks for the Americans kept us back. All right, so let's prioritize this. All right, so our next run for the headquarters in 2 days. Instead of having all fuel, do we have concrete? Can we have concrete? Yes. Light fighter. So now I can't find the herbs. They were right in here. Now they're gone because I harvested them. That's it. They don't grow back. Ooh. That would suck. I mean, it is what it is. If that's what it is. Herbs. I got one herb. I got 10 medicine though. For wounded guys. Well, we'll keep an eye out for it. See if it comes back.
Life forms, you tiny little life forms, you precious little life forms. Where are
Here we go. There's 10. Okay, scrambling the fighters. See how our barracks holds up out here. Doesn't have a roof on it yet. Need to have walls on each corner. I have walls. All right, didn't lose any fighters. Destroyed 6. Didn't wound any, though. All right, what direction are they coming in from? Over here? Yes. Get him, get him, get him! Oh, took a little damage there. That was everything. I took a little damage out here. Not a lot. They shot it up a little bit. Thank God it didn't set off the explosives. So I'll have to repair that. Not a big deal. Oh, did that get rid of the roof too? Yes. No. It's still there. All right. Still working on the runway. Cement's what's holding us up. Sand. Let's go ahead and start going around collecting sand again. And maybe not. Oh, there's some sand there. There we go. That'll finish up the cement. Just have it delivered. All right, now we got enough cement. Let's finish up this runway and bring the B-17 in. Oh, they got to do this roof first. 300. Ooh, well, the Americans are worth it. They're a B-17 crew. Dangerous recon mission. Well, we'll send up Frederick O'Neill, Louis Hindrip. Send up those two. That's a 99% chance. Low water stock. Now, there's plenty of water here. They just have to harvest it. I wish you could prioritize the runway over the roof, but you can't. You can prioritize the roof over the runway, but not the other way around. They're almost done. There we go. Got one concrete guy working. There we go. There's 11 to 12. We are so close, guys. Bringing in the B-17. Concrete roof is being put on. Kind of interesting the way they do that. And it's done. All right, there's the American barracks. Rest of the concrete is going to the runway. And it's not quite done, but it's getting there. Collect some more sand. We got sand on here we haven't collected. Doesn't look like it. Got some water. All right, just a reminder, guys, tonight we'll be playing some Jump Space, hopefully. I haven't heard back from anybody yet. Matter of fact, oh, there we go, medium bomber. Interdiction. Spotted a bomber squadron in our airspace approaching a factory. Intercept immediately. Spitfire, Spitfire, and Spitfire. Officer hostage rescue. Okay, Hurricane, Spitfire. Send up 2 Spitfires for that. Come on, guys, get the runway done so we can bring in this B-17. Okay, there's 12. All right, and once I get the B-17 in, guys, I think that's going to conclude this series because I can't do anything more. See right there, I just wasted a victory point. I mean, I suppose I could start building more plane parking spots and put more planes out, but, I mean, for what purpose? The biggest thing is this 17. Oh, there's some sand right there. Large troop transport. Oh, I guess that's what I was looking at. The 90 was the transport for the Sterling. Sterling's a big transport plane. See, there's another wasted More victory points wasted because I already have 12 of 12. Runway's almost done. Okay, I think today will be the day. Let's see, you got 400 metal, got lots of fuel, lots of cement. Should be the day this runway gets completed. I mean, this is a big runway. Calm supply drop. Where's my other Hawker Hurricane? Right there. Come on, guys. Finish up this runway. Nope, not today. Shit. Coming in from over here. Come on, get him, guys. Get him, get him, get him. Yeah, baby. There we go. That's what I like to see. Urgent ground support. Well, we're going to wait. I don't need it. I don't need it. I need the runway done. Urgent ground support. Let's get the runway done. I'm going to let that one go by. Yeah, I know it hurts morale a little bit. It's all right. They're going to be happy, happy. Small troop transport. God damn it. Let's get the runway done. All right, fine. Small troop transport. Bristol's 40. Sterling Really? 80, 91. Hawker Hurricane, 87. $83. Wow, it only adds 3. And then Hurricane, it's just 15. Send them all out for 90% chance. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Get this runway done. It's going to be another day before the runway's done. Holy shit. Another whole day. Yeah, that's fine. Urgent Sky Squadron. Finish this runway off, guys. Come on. I want to bring the 17 in. All right. Come on. You guys can get it done today. You can do it. You can do it all night long. I know it's such a long run all the way out there. And that's what it is. It's the time involved running clear out here to put the stuff down for the end of the runway. Come on, guys. Come on. You can do it today. No, you can't. It's going to be another day. Holy shit. These Brits don't work too hard. But the way that's going, it might be 2 more days before that's done. Jeez. Next shipment in a day. I don't need that much concrete. I don't even know what the hell I need. I've gotten everything there. Bombs and ammo. Let's take a look at bomb, ammo, and repair parts. So repair parts, we got 68. Bombs, 123. Ammo. Okay, we're bringing high caliber ammo and bombs. And repair parts. That's what we'll bring in. High caliber ammo, bombs, repair parts, bombs, high caliber ammo. It's only 10 repair parts, but that's all right. All right, so what do we got to do to have... We're Class A field still. So to get this next rank, runway tier 4, minimum 3 runways, 10 parking spots. I have all that. So I should be able to go to an airbase group C. And I won't know what the next one is until after they're done. Okay, guys, 10 o'clock in the morning. Complete your work. Get out here. Get this runway done. I bet you it's going to be another day. Who says it's going to be another day? I bet you it's going to be another day. They're not going to get all this done. It's 1400. Yeah, there's 2 days. 2 days, you Brits. Come on. It's not like you don't have the material for it. You got the metal, you got the cement, and you've got the, what else was it? Fuel. Fuel. Yeah, more than enough. And it's 9 o'clock. Time for tea and crumpets. My God, it might be a second day. It might take 2 more days to finish this runway. Yes, confirm that delivery. They got all this shit laying around in the runway, too, because they just, oh, tea time. Pfft, done. I was going to say, pick up the shit in the runway. You ever heard of a FOD walk? Come on, you can get it done. It's only noon. 3 more spots. 2 more, 1 more. Rainy recon mission. Rainy recon. Send up 2 Spitfires. Come on, get this done. I'll order the B-17 before the recon mission can be done. And I'll at least get 1. I'll have 1 victory point after that. Come on, somebody. Bring it out here. There it is. Come on. You can do it. What's your name? What's your name? Desmond Prickett. Bringing resources. All right, Desmond. Do it. Yes. Runway complete. Bringing in the B-17. Requesting plane. Where is it at? It's going to come in. It's going to land over here. There she is. The thing of beauty. The B-17 Flying Fortress. Yeah, baby. Perfect landing. Coming in here. You boys have this bunker right here all set for you. Boom. You guys you don't have to go that far. You don't have to go that far. You don't have to go mix in with the Brits. All right, so this bomber crew has a lot of training left to do because they're fresh. So their current task is to train. There we go. We got 40 monks. Is there 40 there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 40. And then there's 3, 6, 9, 12. That's 52. And I've got another 10 beds here. That's 62 beds. All right, so we have 25 crew, 28 pilots. So that's 53. And what did I say we had? 60. How many bunks? 40, 52, and 62. We have 62. So we could use, all right, so we're going to bring in enough people for another 5. So we can have another gun crew down by the B-17. Because I think if I look at one of these gun crews, where's a gun crew? Right there. I assigned gun crew. I think everybody is assigned to a gun crew that is not a pilot. Yes. So we'll put another gun crew right here. So that'll be this. Go ahead and bring in, I need a gun crew, boom. And then we'll bring in light as soon as we got the other two opened up. And are we now, we're not. Why are we not? I have a tier 5 runway. 3+ runways. Minimum of 10 parking spots. 10 plus parking spots. Right? I got a parking spot for every plane. I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 13 planes, which means I have 13 parking spots. So that's more than enough to qualify us for this 10 plus parking spots. This is a tier, okay, it's not a tier 4, it's a tier 5 runway. So are you saying that in order for me to advance, I have to make a tier 4 runway now? This guy's stuck. So I have to downgrade the runway to qualify. Birthday mission. Send the B-17. Why can't I go? Oh. Wrong runway, because I changed this. That is ridiculous. So that needs to be addressed too. So guys, devs, if you're watching, I have exceeded these, but I can't advance because I didn't do a tier 4. I skipped a tier 4 and went to the tier 5. So you need to adjust that. I will put in a bug report on that. Yep. Okay. All right, so let's calm down now on the cement mixing. Just maintain and success. Let's just maintain. Okay, basically except for the training for the new, training for the new crew. everything is up to snuff. All right. Well, I know it's kind of I've only streamed for a couple hours, but I do have a stream tonight for a couple hours, 7 o'clock Eastern time, guys. Join me up. We're going to be playing some Jump Space with Bob, and probably Unfair will probably join us. And anybody else who wants to join us, because it's a 4-player game. That's only 3 of us. We'd love to have a 4th. So anybody who picks up Jump Space and wants to jump in tonight, more than happy to bring him in. So just get a hold of me. Send me a DM or a whisper in Twitch or over on YouTube. However you want to get a hold of me. My email address is posted. There's multiple ways to get a hold of me. You can look me up in Discord. My name is Captain Adonis over on Discord. I think it's actually Captain_Adonis, just because you can't have a space in between. But look me up, send me a DM, and we'll get you into the game. We'll get you into the Discord with the Mahula Family Gaming Community, so you can be a part of that. And guys, there we go. We got the B-17. B-17 is ours. City bombing run. Now that one's new. Yeah, right? We plan a heavy attack on a fortified major city. Holy shit. Very dangerous. All right, well, the B-17's got to go. The Sterling has to go. Where's my other bomber? We're going to see how this one, before I go, we're going to see how this one turns out. Where is my other bomber?
It's just windy outside. Come on.
There she is.
Get off that. Get off.
That gives me 95. Let's get some fighter cover.
Get outside.
Probably do William Hunt and Harold Hunt. We'll do the Hunt brothers. William and Harold Hunt. Give us a 95% or 99% chance to bomb this city bombing run. Okay, we're going to start that mission. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Headquarters, I can't advance to a sea. I'm still in a field, right? I'm at an airfield. To go to an air base, and then the lowest version of the air base, the Charlie version, the C group air base, I have to have a tier 4 runway. A minimum of 3 runways and a minimum of 10 parking spots. Okay. I have got 13 parking spots. I have got 3 runways, 1, 2, 3, minimum of 3 plus. But I didn't do a tier 4 runway. I did a tier 5. I skipped the tier 4 and now I cannot advance. So this is why I like playing these games, because I just broke the game. This is something that the game developers did not think about. And that's what the whole game testing is all about. So I will send them a bug report so they can fix that. They're probably going to go, oh, God damn it. What? We have to do that with every single one, because what if they do a tier 1 runway and they just skip right to the tier 5 runway? Yeah, what happens if? What happens if? All right, we're going to see how this city bombing run. This is our first ever city bombing run. And this is because we have the B-17. So we opened up another tier of new missions because we have a tier 5 bomber. Is what I'm guessing. This is why. So, let's get these guys launched and going. Now what I should do is do another big thing, bring in another B-17, get rid of my British bombers, especially the one that's always on fire. Always sparking and on fire. I do need to bring in 5 more guys. But, I mean, see, this is just... Now, perfect. Look at that. Mission successful. Bombs were dropped successfully. Key infrastructure has been eliminated. Performance 158. Target 53. 1 victory point. Now, this is a huge thing. A city bombing run. I had 3 bombers and 2 fighters going in. And I still only got 1 victory point. I think they need to allow you to have more victory points with the bigger missions. Now, base moods now up 25%. Base confidence up 35 points. That's awesome. But that was a huge, huge thing, right? I lost 18 points of health on my B-17, 39 points on my Bristol, and 10 on my short, 16 points on my Supermarine. I'm sure this is all flak. 30 points on this Spitfire. But the Hunt brothers did perfect. They even look like they should be brothers. They look like me and my brother, for one. I've got hair and my brother doesn't. So, and if you only knew, my last name is very close to Hunt. So, yeah, my real last name. All right, so there we go. Oh, man, I missed it. I should have seen if they did if the B-17 did a barrel roll, a victory roll. I'm sure the fighter did. There she comes. The mighty B-17. So now, really, all there is in the game to do is create more B-17s, which means I got to do another 12 victory points to bring in another plane. Got to do another parking spot, which I could do right next to this one. So there really isn't much left to do in the game. I've gotten to the highest tier runway. I've got the best plane out there. This is a fighter. And it only requires a level 1 parking spot, but it requires you to have a level 5 runway. But I could bring in the Gloucester Meteor. But it's the Gloucester Meteor really isn't that great of a fighter. Okay? I mean, it fights at 60, which is pretty good. But when you look at the Spitfire, let's look at the Spitfire. The Spitfire is a 35, yeah, so it's not that great. Stealthy, transport, recon, maneuverability is a 30. The Spitfire's maneuverability is 50. So the Spitfire maneuvers better, but it's got more fighting power. I guess that would be like the machine guns. It's got 4 20mm cannons versus the Spitfire, who has 2 20mm cannons and 4, I'm sure they're either 30 or 50 caliber machine guns. I don't remember if the Spitfire had 50s on them or if they were 30 cals. I think they were 30 cal, the equivalent, the British equivalent of a 30 cal. Because I know the Mustang had 8 machine guns and they were all 50 cals. The Mustang unbelievably devastated, but they only have a 30 for fight, versus the Spitfire, who has 35. I could see it, the Mustang, having less maneuverability, but it didn't. It actually outmaneuvered the Spitfire, and it had better firepower, in my opinion. But, I didn't make the game, and hopefully the game developers actually looked at some history and looked to see what the weapons were on them and the capabilities of those weapons. But, yeah. So I think what we're going to do right here, guys, is we're going to call it a stream. And then I've got my stream tonight for Jump Space. Anybody who wants to jump into that, jump into Jump Space with us. Let's see if our herbs are back. I did find an herb garden, or herb. But see, I think once you harvest it, it's gone. So you only have the herbs that are there and they don't come back. They just don't come back. Because it was right here. Right in here where the herbs were at. And they're no longer there. I found one herb. And see, I think there was more herbs when I originally started. There were herbs right in here. And I grabbed them all. So I grabbed all the herbs that were on the map. And there was just that one that was left. There could be another one sneaking around, living somewhere in the trees over here or something. You know, it's hard to say. But for the most part, without stripping the entire area down, I'm never going to know. But I've got, what, how many herbs? Oh, I don't have any herbs now. I got 20 luxury goods. Yeah, no herbs at all. But that's fine. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Got plenty of bombs now. I'm going to go ahead and save it, though. Because hopefully, unlike the last time they had a major update, I had to start completely over again. Right? So hopefully I won't have to do that. So we're going to go ahead and call it right here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let's kick over and see who we have out there that's actually streaming. It's a little early. Normally I go a little longer, but I've got another stream tonight, so I definitely want to do that. Let's see anybody we're following. Xena's playing. What the hell is that? Labyrinthy? Skipwreck's playing Football Manager. Wolf Mom is playing 7 Days to Die. I say let's go hit Xena up. She's one of our Starship Troopers players. Although, you know, I keep raiding her and she has yet to raid me. But, you know, it's okay. I don't think she gets done streaming. And I'm not on when she's done. Plus, she's probably got her community of people she likes to raid. But let's go raid Xena. I want to see what this Labyrinthy is. Looks weird. Okay. Oh, sure. Okay, cancel the raid. She's just ending her stream. All right, she's just ending her stream. So we got to raid somebody else. People that have raided me. Well, it looks like Skipwreck's the only one on that, because I don't like 7 Days to Die. And Wolf Mom plays 7 Days to Die like it's going out of style. Skipwreck's playing Football Manager, so if you like soccer, we'll go raid him. He's a good guy. I'm trying to get him involved in this Wolfpack game. So I'm trying to get him, because he likes playing U-Boat. And I sent him the video, the one I posted at the very beginning. It's a 5-hour-long episode on how the British fought and did their tactics to fight the U-boats in World War II. So we're going to go raid him with his Football Manager. I don't mind watching soccer. It's kind of nice. So, guys, thanks so much for coming. Don't forget, hit that follow button for me. And then down below is my YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button for me down there if you would. I'd really appreciate it. These are the channels that are bringing me any type of money whatsoever in. Trying to get them up there. I'm trying to hit 1,000 on my followers right now. Where am I at? I don't even know if I have. No, I'm still at 650 or 660. So I haven't gained any new followers in the last week, which is all right. I mean, it's not all about that. But I appreciate everybody who comes and watches. Tonight, Jump Space, come watch. Watch the hilarious antics of the SS Monkey Butt. That's our ship name for our Jump Space spaceship. It's a lot of fun. And if you guys want to get in on that after watching, just send me a message, get a hold of me, and we'll get you in. So I'm Captain Adonis. For the Empire, the British Empire. Or no, what do they say? For the Queen. God save the Queen. There we go. I'm out.
Airstrike complete.